Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the talk show. I'm your host, Suri Smith, coming to you from the Daytona showroom at Melrose Arch. We have an exciting lineup for this week, so buckle up because it's time to get this adventure started. Coming up on the show, we take a closer look at the RS Trophy and meet its rivals. We also discuss a retro-styled roadster and show you how to get out of a sinking car, finishing off with motoring news. Are you one of those that like to live their passion to the fullest? Then you might like the Renault Sport, which is renowned for providing thrilling experiences. Renault has a long history of racing, and they have used this technology to create exciting quality cars for the passenger market. We found the ultimate trophy. Take a look at this beauty. What we have here is the Renault Clio RS 220 EDC Trophy. With the 4th generation facelifted Clio RS releasing in South Africa earlier this year, you have two different high-performance vehicles on offer, Lux and Trophy, with Trophy offering more equipment, more power and an uprated chassis. You have an option of Drive RS, which means race mode. That, of course, is my ultimate favorite. Both, however, are offered exclusively with the French brand's 6-speed EDC dual-clutch auto transmission. This, unfortunately, is not available in manual. However, you could switch your car to manual and use your shift pedals on the steering wheel to change gears quickly and efficiently. Now you guys might be hearing a lot of noise in the interior. That is due to the RS sound effect. You can choose a whole host of sounds that you can be hearing inside the vehicle. You've got MotoGP, the Reinstella, which is like a very futuristic sound. Then you've also got the Vivistella, the Clio Cup, the Clio V6, Laguna Coupe, back to the MotoGP. I think we'll keep a little bit silent for now and put it on the Clio V6. Now this trophy variant bumps the turbocharged 1.6-litre engine's peak power to 162 kilowatts, sprinting from 0 to 106.6 seconds, reaching a top speed of 235 kilometers per hour. The interior of the RS remains sporty. I mean, we've got bucket seats, sporty, racy pedals, as well as your multifunctional steering wheel with red and black stitching. Through your multifunctional steering wheel, you can operate your cruise control and also answer calls. This vehicle is fully connected. You can connect via Bluetooth, and if you share your data, you can check your emails when stationary as well as stay connected. You have got got good all-round visibility with all your blind spots being completely open. And when you put your foot down, she's a whole lot of fun. Tail does wag a little, but a whole lot of fun nonetheless. Some of the things that you can go to through your middle console is you can actually check the weather channel if your data is shared. You've got Renault Assistance. Now when you click on Renault Assistance, data loaded, you've got someone that you can actually call if you need some help. Through settings, some other services that you can make use of if your data is shared is your email when stationary, as well as R-Link Tweet. So you can actually stay pretty connected with your RS. Your front console has a display of your range, how much kilometers you still have left, as well as how fast you are going. Your air intakes are pretty standard, but you have your middle console with your stop-start on your left side, which is closer to your passenger side, which I don't really get, but I guess that's just personal preference. You've got electrically operated windows, front and back, but your seats are operated manually. If you would like to control your volume levels, you're going to have to use a button that's on the right lower side of your steering wheel. You can't really see what you're doing, so you're going to have to know where the volume levels are if you're going to want to use it. It is within reach, so once you get used to it, it won't be too difficult to operate. Wind noise in the interior is very limited, although you do have a little bit of rattling noise, a little bit of wind noise, but it's nothing that will disturb you while you're driving. Everything pretty much falls to hand, and this is definitely a very, very fun vehicle to drive, especially with your different settings of your interior sound. It's very unfortunate that you can't hear the sound on the outside, but the sound on the outside is also quite ferocious. If you choose vehicle, you can go to RS monitor. Through your RS monitor, you can actually see how your steering is and how your performance levels are. So you can stay pretty in touch with what your vehicle is doing. Click on system and you can change language, display, sound, clock, safety warnings, home screen, keyboards, set units, status information. You can also remove your SD card, which is situated in the middle console, where you've also got your auxiliary input and your USB input. They have seriously maintained the sporty look of the interior with your red seat belts and your red air intakes. So you are reminded the whole time that you are driving a fast car. Seats are very comfortable, so long distances won't be a problem with seating. And you've got a very good sound system, good sound,
all I can say is
so it wouldn't be a boring road trip at all. Whenever you just press the pedal, the torque kicks in and you just get pushed back into your seat, which is absolutely amazing. Plenty of storage compartments within the cabin. You've got on either sides of the front seats, as well as in the back, you've got nice cup holders. In the middle, you've got cup holders, as well as a middle console where you can also store sunglasses or any larger objects like your large smartphone. You've also got an ashtray, as well as a lighter. your foot down. Love it. This Sportster with F1 inspired enhancements will definitely be making its mark amongst hot hatches in South Africa. And with a retail price of only 419,900, you will definitely be one step closer to your racing dream. Now, we like to keep you, the consumer, up to date on all your options. So if you are in the market to buy, let's see whether any of the beauties bumping head to head with the RS catch your fancy. Starting with the star of our show, the Renault Clio RS 220 Trophy, retailing for 419,900. Its turbocharged 1.6-litre petrol engine pushes out 162 kilowatts of power and 260 newton meters of torque, reaching 0 to 100 in 6.6 seconds. Fuel tank capacity, including reserve, is 45 litres, and you will be happy to know that although the RS is fast, it consumes on average a low 5.9 litres per 100 kilometers. Then there is also the Ford Fiesta ST200, which retails for less than the RS at 339,900. The hot hatch is a front-wheel drive with manual transmission, sporting a 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine, which sprints from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.9 seconds, which is a little slower than the RS, but also consuming a low 5.9 litres per 100 kilometers. You will feel extra safe knowing that you will get 7 standard airbags, as opposed to the RS, where you will get only 4 standard airbags. Lastly, you could opt for a Volkswagen Polo GTI, which retails for slightly more than the ST with a retail price of 376,000 Rand. Its 1.8-litre turbocharged petrol engine boasts with 141 kilowatts of power and 250 newton meters of torque, accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.7 seconds. Consuming on average a low 5.6 litres per 100 kilometers. You'll get 4 standard airbags with an option of adding 2 more. Sinking cars are more common than you might think, and it's reasonable to think that being inside a vehicle when it's sinking must be one of the most frightening things imaginable. You could run off the road into a river, or with changing weather patterns, be swept off the road into a flash flood. Depending on the situation and how much time you've got, your actions may differ from the situation. Up next, we're going to be showing you how to get out of a sinking car. Your best course of action is to try and get out as soon as possible. Follow these steps. Release your seatbelts and open the windows. Be aware that the seatbelts might not retract. Take care not to get tangled. You may be able to open a door, but if you can, it's probably better to exit through a window. In a car that sinks front first, there will be a bubble of air in the back, but you should stay in the front. The front windows are often bigger and easier to get out of. The heavy end is where the engine is. In deeper water, it may flip onto its roof. It may seem obvious, but don't try to save anything except lives. Computers, phones, purses, jewelry, etc. can be replaced. You can't. If you are unable to open a window, there is the equalization option as a last resort. Keep your head. There should be enough air for the minute or 2 that it will take to prepare to escape. When the car is nearly full of water, take a deep breath and push a door open. You may need to do so with your feet for extra strength. Note the weight. If you try to open the doors too soon, the water pressure will defeat you. Stay calm, stay safe. It's now time to take a short break, but do stay tuned for more motoring action after the break.